Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are reviewing a Gold Mercy. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate that. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what rates look like, see what sort of promos, special events we have going on, all that good stuff. Yep, Mercedes, we've got a Mercy review here. Okay, slip past, reasonable. Not sure why you're still in heals. Pocket the Anna, sure. Really? You're not gonna like look at this fair, you're just gonna be like, oh whoops, okay, that's set for my appropriate rewind, I am. So here you are. You're here. Happens. You go to do this, that person's full, you go to swap, your Anna should be your priority here, she is.
I'm here.
She unfortunately naded, so now you're going to swap over to the Genji, which is fine, and you're playing with this. I like that you're playing with this barrier, because this barrier has some curvature to it that makes this Pharah, that you probably don't know exactly where she is, but you know she's roughly over here. It makes her shot harder, because there's some aerial curvature to this barrier. So I like this. Your Anna could take you into cover, which would be perfectly fine with me. If you wanted to GA into cover past your Anna, and then from here you can pick your targets. You're safe from the Pharah, you're safe enough from these guys, works for me. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Go for the Reaper. I don't really like that you didn't cancel this early, that you're now slow falling here. Like, yes, slow falling makes it so she has to hit you with a direct. She can't just hit you with ground damage. But again, I want to get in the room over here if I have my way. And I also am probably not, unless I'm guardianing to someone, which I'm not right now, I probably want to see what I'm dodging. Like if you get in aerial battles with other pharmacies, if you're just playing against another pharmacy, you actually look at the Pharah. You look at the Pharah because it helps you dodge their rockets. This should be something that you're familiar with. You don't just go, oh hey, I hope they don't hit me, I hope they don't hit me. I hope they don't hit me. You don't go like that.
I'm taking care of you.
Assuming you haven't set up with cover. If you have cover, sure, cover's in the way, but you didn't set up with cover. You're the Mercy in this? Okay, okay.
Damage increased. I'm moving the payload.
Good. Sure. Why? Why are you over here? I don't care about your Reinhardt missing health. You're perfectly fine over here to be like, yep, I healed up my Genji, and I'm going to damage boost my Genji. I have no real desire to heal up my Reinhardt right now. None. I look at my Reinhardt and go, yep, that's a Reinhardt. Oh, wait, my Anna can figure that out if she wants. My Anna's still alive. Maybe you think your Anna's fighting Pharah, but like, I don't care. Reinhardt's got a corner that he can tuck behind. Reinhardt's got a full shield. You have an Anna on the board as your healing partner. You're not going to be mass healing tanks. That's way too much health. That Reinhardt's still at half health. He's even over half health. He's not in serious danger. He can duck behind tier. You don't want to triage heal him right now. You're going to find better things to do. That might be boosting the Genji. Could be the Reaper, but your Reaper hasn't found anything, so it's probably going to be boosting your Genji. Yes, boosting your Genji to shield break. I know that sucks, but I don't care about your Pharah or your Reinhardt.
Your support has arrived.
That was not who you meant to guardian to. And now you've put yourself in the fight. You made a mechanical mistake. Again, boosting your Genji from here, good. If you were going to heal your Reinhardt, you'd have boosted past your Reinhardt. You did the worst of both worlds and healed the Reinhardt and did it from here. And then when you tried to get out, you had a mechanical misfire. Which, that's fine. I'm not worried about the mechanical misfire. I'm worried about the decision making. You're about to Chia and do an elimination. That is exactly what happened, yes.
Correct.
Okay, here you are. You're trying to boost her, hoping that she'll hit a shot on the Pharah. Fine with me. You don't need to be doing little baby circles here. Like, as you're boosting this Ana, you can go, hey, where's that Pharah shooting from? Can I tell exactly where they are? Because I'd sort of like that information in your shoes, so I have a little bit more of an idea of where's safe to go. I don't need to just stare at her, but I don't need to stare at the Ana that I'm right-clicking either. I can see if she starts losing health. I've got a bar in the middle of my screen. So I can look at that. If I'm not, I'm looking for other teammates to figure out where they are in case I want a Guardian Angel to them or swap to them for damage boost. What are you looking at? That? Okay. And now we're going to win with Valk. We're still willing to win with Valk. Please keep your Genji up. Yeah, Valk. This is fine. Please, Valk. Your Reinhardt is in. Your Reinhardt is in. These guys are going to have a bit of trouble retreating from this. It'll help your team push through the pressure from the pharmacy. You don't know about this Hanzo, but, like, Valk, definitely. You're up one. I don't care. Valk it anyway.
I'm taking I could use some assistance.
Tuck left.
Damage boost engage. Ich kümmere mich dich. This is not your time.
Why are you on heals? That was always looking to go poorly. Okay. Okay. Boost the soldier. Boost the soldier. Good.
We make a great team.
I don't love this.
You should be at peak performance levels.
I'd still be willing to Valk this. Okay, now you don't have to. You took enough space. Now you do need to. I mean, you don't need to, but I'd be willing to again. Okay, fine.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Team up for special attack.
I'm doing well, Mentos. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Don't count on you using Valk for a while. Not great at that first round. The thing is, it charges pretty quick. Like, you want to. Again, I would like, the ideal Valk would be, hey, let's use our Valk into a 6v6. But if we want to instead use our Valk into a 6v5, and it's still early in the fight, I'm generally still perfectly willing to do that if the positioning is right. Because you could easily have 80% of another Valk by now if you'd used Valk when I'd asked you to. I mean, I wasn't in your game asking you to, but in the replay.
Let's get you back out there.
Boosting our soldier.
Damage boost engage. I'm taking care of you. Justice reign.
I don't know that I want to go back to this fight. I have friends back there. Like, I don't want to be here. How did I end up in a situation here? I don't like this at all. And I had the option the whole time to be back here and be like, nope, I have my soldier. I'm even going to fall down here and have my soldier. Like, you had plenty of, nope, I'm in a good spot options, and you instead went right into the heart of the fight. Hey, Semitic. What? Target selection? Okay. I mean, your Reinhardt's not looking, so I guess we can damage boost our Ana. Now I want to damage boost your Reinhardt. If I'm in this, I'm damage boosting your Reinhardt. I'm not getting this close. That was a little too far of your GA. And I'm not staying on the Ana. If I'm on my Ana, it's to heal her. But she doesn't need it yet. I'm boosting Reinhardt. Reinhardt's my real source of damage here. No, he doesn't need help at all. This situation is way more perilous. Like, there's this, it's a 3v1, sure, but it's a 3v1 where there's a Reinhardt potentially on top of two squishies. I don't care about the Orisa. Orisa's fine. Orisa's a tank that still has 98% health. Mm-hmm. Okay, swap to Ryan and damage boost. Damage boost. You were in no danger of losing him, but okay.
Ich bin da.
The payload has
Okay.
reached the checkpoint.
What are you using your camera for? What are you looking at? You see where you're into it?
Cease your resistance. Barrier activated.
I was just dropping by to say hi, have a good stream, keep up what you're doing, man. Community is grateful for it, and I wish your name was spread further. It will, but, you know, absolutely you and everyone else who wants to see more of my content out there, you guys can share it yourselves. I mean, you know, you guys can be like, hey, let me share this in my Discords, let me throw this up on Reddit threads in response to things. Like, you know, we can share it, we can grow it ourselves. I'll keep doing marketing stuff that grows it, but there's options. If we want this community to grow, we can make it happen. But here we go.
Do not contact.
Did you like Mass Res? Do you miss it? Is that me or the person playing Mercy? If it's me, no, I think Valk's a fine ult. Like, yes, Mass Res was more iconic, but I think Valk is a perfectly fine ult. Perfectly reasonable ult, and then Mass Res ended up getting used as a tempo res. I know the complaint that came of, hey, you can't really get reses faster now, and you used to be able to get res, the iconic ability, faster by playing better, by getting more ult charge. I understand that, but no, I'm fine without Mass Res in the game. It was very good at punishing a certain level of play, where it would be like, hey, it'll punish the level of play of a team is beating the other team. The other team finally charges up all of their ults, and they go Grav, Nanoblade, whatever, and use a bunch of ults to wipe out the other team that's now hidden their Mercy, and then the Mercy comes back and reses them. But it doesn't work as soon as you get any higher than that level of play, like that. It's just frustrating for this team at this level of play, and it doesn't work. This strategy doesn't work at the higher level of play because you're in these situations where it's like, okay, you can try to Guardian Angel and you will literally be eliminated when you Guardian Angel and to hit the res. Like, and that's the level that people are at in Overwatch now, where I think this would have happened much lower on the ladder than it. This level being punished would have been much lower on the ladder because Mercies would have just been eliminated on their way in to do the mass res, but also people get better map control. You couldn't hide nearly as well as you had to in that era because people do a better job of taking map control, not all the way through, but through greater portions of the ladder. And again, once you got above this threshold, which now more people would be above, it's just sort of like, okay, we hit a 2-person res, we hit a 1-person res. Like, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that, but yeah. That was an okay ult, I suppose, when you treated it like that. But Valk, I actually like Valk better. I like the proactive stuff.
Let's keep it moving.
Valk really is healthier. I agree. And the player here says, I was there for the changeover. I much prefer Valk, even if I'm bad at using it often. It feels like I'm actually doing something, not just hiding and pressing a button. Okay. Yeah, it does feel more engaged. So remember, we can have our beam on Reinhardt, though I don't know why we would, while still looking this way. Like, we can do checks, be like, oh, hey, is there someone up here I need to be aware of? Is there someone up here I need to be aware of? Is there someone walking through here I need to be aware of? You're not very active with your camera. No. No. Boost the soldier. Not heal. Boost the soldier.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
You can shout at your team to take that space so you can hit the res, but you do need them to take space if you're going to hit that res. I'm really curious about what's up here. I'd really like some looks up here. Remember, a cool thing about Mercy that she can do that other heroes can't is she can use her weapon on someone while not looking at them. The direction of her attention does not have to be the direction that she's interacting with the field with. She can heal a Reinhardt that she's not looking at. She can boost a soldier that she's not looking at while she looks and gathers information about what's up here, about what's over here, about what's on some other flank over there. And that's really cool. Most heroes can't do that. That's a Mercy thing.
I'm taking care of
Called it. Oh, what? Holding the Valk forever? Okay, here's the supercharger. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't press Q. Don't press Q. Don't press Q.
Heroes never die.
Okay. So you're clearly trying to use this Valk in response to your Reinhardt is weak or eliminated, and my team is getting shattered. You're trying to use this ult in response to we're in a bad situation, and I would like to help us out of that bad situation. I would like to bring this fight back to even. Like, we fell behind. There's 6 of them over here. They have some ult power going, and there's 5 of us over here, and we have some ult power going, but much less ult power than they do going. So, like, I would like to, and we're missing some health, and I would like to Valk to keep us in it, to sustain us, to try to get us back in. No, that's wrong. Valk is not to try to get back into fights. Valk is to get ahead in fights. Valk is hey, this is a bit of a coin flip on how this fight is going to go. I want to try to push us ahead, not let me Valk to try to get us back into it. And the reason for that is how Mercy's staff works. Mercy's staff in Valk does either a chain heal or a chain damage boost, and the chain heal is 60 health per second. That's not very much. Most things in this game do more than 60 damage. In fact, Winston, who's a low damage hero, does 60 damage per second. And he can also cleave. So, like, okay, your chain is better than his cleave, but, like, this isn't out healing much in this game. This isn't going to, like, catch back up on a team that fell behind. If a team fell behind, like, if you have maybe you have a container of water here, and there's a leak in your container of water, and your container of water is this full when you start adding water to it, and you start adding water, you know, like this to this container, this much water, let's say, that we're pouring in. Well, the water's coming out right here. This isn't really working for us. This isn't really working for us. Not so good. I suppose I should have done drips. That's not so good. We're never going to, with this much water, get this container back up to here. That's just not how it works. That's not how how her ult works. It's not Transcendence. It's not 300 health per second. It's not Beat, where people have hundreds of extra health and then maybe you heal them under it or something like that. That's not how she works. It's not like, okay, fine. So how does she work? Well, what she does do is if you instead take your glass of water, when your glass of water is mostly full before it sprung a leak, or maybe it sprung this same leak. Let's spring the same leak. I tried. It sprung the same leak. But it's more full when we activate our Valk. Now we can instead do 30% times 5. 30% times 5, we're going to crush the other team for a bit. We're going to do way more to the other team than this amount of water. So, like, that could be our input. What we're inputting, instead of being this, we're inputting some different liquid, but we're inputting more of this different liquid. And this different liquid, for some reason, doesn't fill it, because this analogy is long gone in terms of its usefulness. It doesn't fill it, but it puts us in this situation where we go, hey, even though now we're down to here, we already shattered the other team's glass. Their glass is shattered by the time that our level of water gets down to here. And now that their glass is shattered, now we can go, okay, now we'll do this style thing. Where our team is down at 40, 50% health, whatever, now we can heal. And now this is actually a smaller gap. This leak is now smaller because we shattered their glass for some reason. Yeah, the analogy is garbage. I'm sorry, guys. But the point that we get into here is when we have lots of health, if we go in, we can spend real-time Valking. We can spend real-time damage boosting people to get ahead in the fight. If we Valk when we're late in the fight, or if we Valk when we're already in a bad situation, we're not going to be able to heal enough to get into a situation where we can use the better part of Valk, which is the damage boost. We're just going to be stuck triage healing the whole time. Whereas we can let our team spend their health while we damage boost them if we Valk earlier in the fight to actually get the good part of the ult. Okay. Supercharger and damage boost is a lot of damage. It's actually too much. You only get 70, not the full 80, but it's a lot of damage. Called the up APM look around more. That was to block. Got it. Mercy buff, 300 health per second, please. No, not gonna get that. That's not what's gonna happen. Right. So we Valk to try and recover, and that clearly didn't work because it's not Transcendence. And we still have half of this Valk left, and think of all this damage boost that this could have been, or better yet, all the damage boost that this could have been. It could have been like damage boost this much, then we heal a little to stabilize, then we damage boost a bit more, then we heal to stabilize, then we damage boost to finish, and then once the ult is over, we do some regular healing to get everyone back to full so that we actually can get a little ult charge. Instead, we got to go heal, and now just nothing for the rest of it. And that's because of when we chose to use it. Like, the blue beam is great. The blue beam is the better part of Valk.
Not good. Group up.
You're right, 300 DPS. Okay.
You needed a doctor? Damage increase. Don't stop now.
Okay. So, that McCree scares me. I don't love that we lost our soldier. That McCree scares me, and I can see that McCree, and you can see that McCree in game better than I can see the McCree, because I have this UI clutter sort of in my way here that you don't have. So what I want to go is, hey, that's scary. I don't like that. Let me tuck over here. Let me close the angle on that guy. There's no need for me to be in the open. I can close the angle. I can still get my Orisa, or I can step forward to get my Orisa and then step back, and the beam will stay on her for about a second and a half, about like 1.3 seconds, even after I've left range. Or I can boost my Ana. Those are good options. I can peek to go to my Genji if I have to, though I probably won't. I don't want to be here in the open. Okay, tuck right. Fine, res. It's not amazing. We're not, no.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Your Reinhardt's at 40% life and has a shield. Is your Reinhardt actually in danger? It's an Orisa pressing them. The McCree isn't close enough to flash them. Your Reinhardt's fine. Literally, your Reinhardt is fine. Please don't do this. You've put yourself closer to the fight, which we don't like, to heal up our Reinhardt. Was there something better you could have done? I don't know. Damage boosting your Orisa might have been better. Damage boosting your Genji might have been better. Like, I like these things. Now, am I telling you to damage boost your Genji while he's playing into a Transcendence, so it's not really going to do anything when he already has his ult? Okay, fine. Maybe you go, there really is nothing better to do. I'm going to heal the Reinhardt. I disagree. I'd be happy to damage boost my Orisa, but hey, in general, I don't want you healing your Reinhardt very much at all. Only if your Reinhardt is in a ton of danger do you heal him, like 30% life levels of danger, and then you're really just helping heal him, helping hold his life steady while your Ana gets back on him. If he's not at like 30% life, you're better off finding someone to damage boost as a rule of thumb. Like, that's how you should train yourself to react. You might override that in certain situations, like, well, I'd like to boost my Genji, but he's full, and the other team is a Transcendence going, full on ult that is, and the other team is a Transcendence going, so I might as well heal. Okay, fine. But you need to trade yourself to correctly react and then overrule that decision, because I've seen you're way too likely to heal your Reinhardt with an Ana partner right now. Okay. Oh no, you didn't stay up with your Genji. Okay. Oh no. It's fun. Your Genji backed off too hard. If he just kept slashing, he'd have been fine. Now that res is gone. That's not a good place to have Guardian Angel to. And again, you can look at this. I don't know why you're afraid to look at damage. There's a Hanzo behind me. I can look at the Hanzo, and actually me looking at the Hanzo makes it easier to tell where he's aiming, which makes it easier for me to dodge my shots. I might choose to look at someone else that I can Guardian to, but until I've got Guardian back, I'm going to look at the Hanzo and work my way over to here, work my way over into here. I'm not going to just like, I hope they don't see me, I hope they don't see me. Like, I know it's scary, they do damage, and you don't really do damage, but you look at them. You had the same issue with the Pharah. It is easier to avoid shots when you're looking at the person. You actually put a little bit of pressure on them with your eyeballs.
Damage boost engaged.
Oh, is this a console game? I didn't see that. That's fine. It doesn't matter if you're the only one in VC. In voice chat. Please don't be here. Please don't be here. I don't know why you're tucked on this card in general. We would much prefer to be like, hey, I'm over here type thing. As opposed to here, sort of in the middle. But then, you're here. I see that the Orisa's flashed. Maybe I want to help the Orisa. But I'm definitely not staying here. I might go to the Orisa and then try to shoot past her to get to, again, this side like Anna's at. This could be a place that I want to be. I don't love being here because of this. But, like, we don't want to be on the point as Mercy. We want to be more to the side. Eventually, you're going to pop up to your soldier and win with that. But, Interesting. Damage? Why are you on heals? Why are you on heals?
Don't let up on them. Protect the payload.
Okay.
Thanks.
Complete.
Okay, so, first things first. Valk, use it. Don't sit on it forever. It's a relatively cheap ult to charge. Use it. Use it in 6v6. Use it in 6v5. Use it. Use it when your team is still very much in the fight, not to try to get back into the fight. 2. Rein is not your friend. You can damage boost Rein, sure. You can damage boost Rein pretty nicely now to make his 85 damage swings turn into, what, 2 shots now? On 200 HP heroes? Like, Rein is okay for a damage boost, but it puts you in bad positions to do it. It's okay to heal him when he's in a lot of trouble, but you don't generally want to make healing him a priority. And when you do heal him, please go past him. So if your Rein is here, you should be like, aha, Guardian Angel from here over to here to interact with him. And there's cover here. I'm not going to be like here or here to interact with my Rein. I'm going to go past him to where there's cover. In fact, in general, I would like to be a bit more at the side where I can see people on my screen, but have cover against the opponents. I'm not sure that this one is going to stick. I'm not sure that this one is going to stick. This will probably morph into something else depending on what we see in round 2. This might morph into a more specific discussion about cover, a more specific discussion about going past your teammates, but something along the lines of this will stick, depending on exactly what we need to work on for you. And this is definitely going to stick. And then we could get into damage boost, which you're not doing enough of. But hey, that could be what the don't heal Rein turns into. It's not actually don't heal Rein, it's just, triage stuff, but hey.
Score. Round 1. Complete. To 3. Switching sides.
Oh, we've had more people show up since I was paying attention. Okay. Also extremely helpful for ult tracking. Yep. Hey, Joshua. If I don't look at damage, it doesn't exist. Yeah, right. We don't want to fall into that trap. Next time my team says I'm not doing anything, I'm going to claim I'm putting pressure with my eyeballs. There you go. Welcome back, Mentos.
I'll be watching over you. I'll enjoy the quiet.
Joshua.
Attackers incoming.
Malky likes the phrase as well. Hey again, Malky.
Right beside you. Hello there.
Nardstorm is trying to turn my bad analogy into a math problem. Cylinder with a radius of 3 meters and water height of 4 meters is getting filled at a rate of 5 liters per second, is draining through a hole with a radius of 10 centimeters. Will it drain out? If so, how long will it take? If not, no, we're not. Nard, give me 2 minutes. Please show your work. Okay. Okay. I wanted to see Temporal bring out physical whiteboard and rebrand himself Professor Temporal. Okay. Joshua needs the height of the water. Water starts out at 4 meters. Okay, guys. Can you solve it before Joshua?
Empty your mind. Focus on the task at hand.
I'm with you.
Join me.
Damage increase.
Okay. So here you are. You have an Ashe now. That's relevant.
Attackers incoming.
You're trying to play from behind cover. We like it.
Let's get you back out there.
Mm-hmm. Boosting the Orisa, fine.
You've got this.
Widow is scary. Swap to damage. Okay.
Here it comes. Damage amplified.
You don't want to be here. If you can be on this high ground if you want, or you can just go, I'm gonna play from here. You can play from here, you can see your targets, you can pick between Ashe, Anna, Reinhardt. Like, this works. Here you're reaching a little bit, and your beam isn't really gonna hold at this distance. There's also this flanker that you don't know about, but we'll see how that goes.
Where does the
Mm-hmm. Tuck left, tuck left. Who are you on?
should be at peak performance level.
Fine.
They're all over me.
What? What? What?
Give it up.
Okay.
They're all over me.
I guess you know that there's not a Widow because you've seen the Tracer and the Sombra now. Fine. I don't like that your back is this open, and you do go check. Good. You can just hold beam on her, it's fine. She's fine. You do not need to be healing her, you need to be damage boosting her. And she needs to be shooting.
Healing stream engaged. Damage boost engaged. Healer. I'm taking care of you.
Okay. Are you losing to our Valk?
Never die.
Ugh, as I say it, you
I'm
Valk.
taking-
If you hit Valk now, even with your Genji gone, I forgive you. No problem. The other team is stuck in this fight. You're only behind by a little bit. The other team can't get out more. And your positioning, while not great, your team's positioning hasn't folded, and you're not under pressure and immediately going to get eliminated. I'm good with the Valk here.
I'm taking care of you.
But as you choose not to Valk, the situation gets worse and worse. And now the situation is not good. Your team's behind by too much. And now you,
Heroes never die.
probably because you see your Rhine is critical up there, decide to Valk. And that is not how we use Valk. And now you're not going to win. You're going to lose while using your Valk. Always fun to see the bubbled invisible Sombra. Mm-hmm. So, like, this is the worst of all worlds. You didn't win with your Valk. They got a bunch of cart distance while you were Valking. We don't like this.
You should be at peak performance level.
You're going to jump to Anna.
Engaged.
Probably would have jumped past her, but okay. Right idea. Okay. Again, we can boost someone like Orisa, who's a pretty safe boost target, and then look over here. Because I'm worried. Like, I'm worried about stuff coming through here. This is a team with a Sombra and a Tracer on it. This is a pretty open spot. Like, this is not comfortable to me, just hiding by an outhouse. I would like to have some information at some point about what's going on over here. I don't have to constantly be looking over here, but even if I check over here once every 4 seconds, I'm going to be a lot more comfortable than I have been watching you play this, where you've just been staring this way for 8 seconds.
Damage increase. Where does it hurt?
Okay. That's disappointing. The poor supercharger. And you could have randomly caught that by having been looking that way.
Help me!
No. Look for a Guardian Angel out. Her hack's on cooldown. You don't pull out your weapon, you look for a Guardian Angel out.
Dein Schutz ist da.
Our enemy returned back.
Die Wunder der modernen Medizin.
Oh, Joshua is not solving the draining problem. Unfortunate.
You should be at peak performance levels. I've got you. Helden sterben. Let's get you back out there.
No, this is embarrassing. This is bad too. It happens. It's fine. Hopefully second point goes a bit better.
We needed a
You should have Valk early in the next fight where she won't. Let's see what she can do with it. I was really hoping it would have been when you initially said for that Valk. Yeah, me too, but it wasn't.
Damage output increased. Enemies found. Preparing to engage.
I'm taking care of it.
Leave the cobwebs on the calcs physics. Okay. This is too much healing. You can heal people when you're peeling for them with heal, and you can heal people who Anna isn't going to get to quickly like Junkrat, but this damage boost on Junkrat is better. And back to boost. Back to boost.
Damage boost engaged. This is not your time.
Cool. So you broke them in their fight where they EMP'd, and you're going to Valk next fight, and it's going to be great. Valk. Orisa hits your Valk timing. You don't have to anymore. We can look at the Pharah. It's not poison. We can look at the Pharah. Like, we can have our, especially depending on how you have your targets for prefer beam on or off, you can go like, hey, I'm looking at Pharah and I'm prefer beam on, so I'll slide to the target if I see the rocket is coming at me. Like, I want to know where this Pharah is. I don't want to just jump around and hope that she's not hitting me, because then it's just like, yeah, it's like that feeling on the back of your neck where you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get hit or not. We don't want that. We can actually look and check. Like, there's no problem with that. Are you going to? Okay.
Let me get you patched up.
Valk Dancer, Valk Dancer, Valk Dancer. Too late.
Heroes never die. You should be at peak performance levels. Now we're talking.
Barrier activated.
Healing stream engaged. Enemy has come to stop this fight. Right beside you.
It's fine.
Justice reigns from above. I'm taking care of you, Genji.
Clearing the
Gracias.
course.
Hello.
Thank you. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
The
I pressed the
wonders of
ult button as the
modern
sound ulted, but we won anyway. Yeah, all good, all good. Oh yeah, it's a little harder to look around on console while healing, but not that much harder. Like, you can still control your sensitivity on console. You can change your sensitivity of how much the joysticks move, how much you're looking, and you can still change the, okay, well, how far does it want to grasp from? Like, if my target is here, you can make it so that it'll still grab the closest target, or you can decide that no, if my crosshair is here, it's only going to grab a target this close. Like, you have sensitivity controls of both types. At Temporal, should Mercy one trick let the second support pick Mercy if they also claim to be one trick? If you believe non-Mercy pick is better than, if you believe your non-Mercy pick is better than theirs, it's up to you. I mean, I don't really have a answer for that because it depends what your goals are. Or is your goal to win the game? Okay, then you have to factor in the weight of how much better do you think your Mercy is than their Mercy, and how much better do you think your second support choice is than their second support choice, and are they going to tilt if they don't get their way? And what is the value lost in them tilting? You have to do that whole equation, and it might very well make sense. I think in most situations it would make sense if you're trying to win to give them the support, unless it's going to tilt you, because that happens too. Like you go, I'm the better Mercy than them, and then you're nitpicking, judging them the whole time for playing Mercy wrong, so you're actually tilting and playing your next support worse. That's a thing that happens. So I don't think there's a fantastic answer for this, but if your goal isn't to win the game, if your goal is to keep getting better at the Mercy that you're working on, because you have a longer term goal to get better, not a I need to win this next game, then you play Mercy because you go, hey, I got Mercy and I'm working on my Mercy. Ameni, it's pretty easy to look around on Mercy even on console. Valk is super good as a fight engagement when the fight's either just started or start. It's amazing. It's amazing at that. Yep. You just let them know. Mom said it's your turn to play Mercy. You can apply more pressures with your eyeballs from a bird's eye view. This is the reason why Valk is the most powerful ult in the game. Valk is not the most powerful ult in the game.
Apagando las luces.
Okay, here you are. You're playing from above. This is good. I can only see my Ana on my screen right now, and I don't like it, and I'm healing a full health Ana. I would like to be looking at something else. Maybe over here, where I go, oh, there's opponents that could potentially shoot at me. I don't like this, but at least I've also got the option to swap my target to McCree. Maybe I'd go over to here and be like, hey, let me go like this type thing. But we want to be more active with our camera. Got to be more active with our camera. Better. Don't need to be this close. I'm now in the core of my team, and I don't like that. I don't want to be in the core of my team. In fact, I'd already want to know who I can GA to that'll get me out of here. Oh, if I was looking for people that I could GA to get out of here, what do you know? Here's D.Va over here. I like that.
Apagando las luces.
This is going to hurt. I also don't know why you didn't go through. So the Guardian Angel jump tech, you Guardian Angel, and then right as you're starting to slow down, you hit the jump button, so you keep going, gets you into here, and then you tuck, and your beam goes through the wall. And it's not amazing, but you've got a chance. Yeah, you didn't over jump at all there. Maybe you tried and the hammer knocked you off. It will mess up your momentum.
A clean bill of health.
You fly into your team's Rein, you fly into their team's Rein. You just like Rein too much as Mercy. You guys are not that good of friends. You're not supposed to be.
Don't stop now.
Okay, that's fine. Don't pull out your blaster. Good. We didn't boost McCree. We saw our McCree go for the flashbang, and we didn't immediately pivot over to boost him. You should have helped with that. If she had gotten out, that would have been your fault.
Needed a doctor?
I like that we're to the side here. This is okay. Good. See how we're interacting with our Orisa, but we're looking at other things? We have that option.
Damage increase.
It's about time to Valk. Almost. Almost. Oh, Orisa keeps taking your Valk timings. You're gonna have to Valk regardless. The supercharger's too weak. Valk.
Heroes never die. Ich bin da.
No, we're not trying to heal during this.
Heroes never die.
Okay. I see that your Orissa's missing health. I do. I do. Damage boost, good. Why? They're fine. They're fine. Your Orissa's got 90% health and your D.Va's full. Be blue beam. Blue beam. Blue beam. Blue. Blue beam. This is better. They're fine. They're fine. I need them to get damage. Yes, it's only 20% damage boost right now because you cap at 70 in this game. But it's fine. Do it. Do it. Wipe them out with your blue beam. Okay. I also don't know why we boosted into this. There's not like some high noon we're running from.
Damage amplified.
That's fine. Yellow beam over there is fine. And now you jump. Now you jump forward for blue beam again, but whatever.
You won't regret it.
60 seconds remaining.
Because in Loessar you assume the Rhine is the good player. If the Rhine was the good player, they would crush the other Rhine and they wouldn't stay in Loessar, right? Like, they're reliable. They're the more reliable source of damage boost than, say, your Ashe or your Widow. I can accept that discussion. Why are you healing? I expect him to fan the shield. I want to be damage boosting him right now.
My ultimate is charged.
Maybe you saw a reload.
Move on. Ich kümmere mich um dich.
Okay. I'm actually okay with the heal here. Because your D.Va wasn't facing them and was trying to leave and has a lot of targets on her, sure. And now back to this. We're good. You boost your McCree for a moment. No, yeah. Why are you here? Why are you here? We're going to boost to our McCree, or we're going to Guardian to our McCree, and then we can see all of our friends and pick who we want to boost and heal and all that stuff. That's where we're going to go, and we're not right in front of the enemy. That's what's going to happen next, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to triage the D.Va. It's going to put you in way too much danger to do so. Now you're going to correctly realize that you have to go for your McCree. Your McCree. Your McCree. You can't win this fight by healing your Orisa, who has 90% health. You can potentially win this fight. I mean, you can because you've already won the fight. But like, you can potentially be like, hey, we're going to do this by boosting the McCree and him popping off a little.
D.Va, you should be able to
30 seconds remaining.
enemy down. We're together. We can do this.
Okay. Right idea.
This is not your time.
Okay. Good. No. You were better here. You were here. You found your beam onto McCree, and you keep your beam on McCree while standing right here with cover. We don't need to be out here. There's no reason for us to be out here.
Thanks. Put it on my tab.
10 seconds.
Right.
There's no reason for us to be out here either.
Damage amplified.
Oh no. Oh no. We've gone to the point. The point is what the team is under immense pressure to go to right now. We don't want to be on the point. The timer is putting pressure on the team already to go to the point, and there's always pressure on the team to go to us, to stop us from supporting our team. So if we put us and the point at the same spot, the team has easier decision making. We don't like that. Oh, look at all the things you can do from here. You can boost your Kree, you can boost your Tracer there, you can boost or heal your D.Va. You have total cover against the enemy team. Look at how amazing this would be.
You've got this.
You're lucky you didn't get hit by the knife. No, I don't want to be in the open. I don't want to. Oh boy. It's fine. Turn for McCree, turn for McCree. Good.
You needed a doctor?
Valk.
Heroes never die.
Valk, fix it. We talked a lot about how to fix this already, so I'm not going to go into huge amounts of detail, but you Valk in even fights to go up. You can even Valk in a fight you're a little bit ahead in but you're looking to Valk once the opposing team cannot easily disengage from the fight, so that you can force a fight win with it. That's what we want to do with our Valk. If we have to use our Valk to match another Valk, a Coalescence, perhaps even a Rally, sure, we'll do that. Those are things that we can do. Your Valks have to get better. Your Valks are only, right now, most of your good Valks are coming in Valks that you just are absolutely forced into, in terms of, hey, I'm forced into this Valk because we lose the map if I don't Valk right now. And yes, it is correct to Valk in that situation, but that shouldn't be your general Valk. We want to Valk preemptively. We want to Valk as our fight is started, just before a fight starts, to really get value. That is going to get you the most bang for your buck on improving on your Mercy. The second thing you need to do is get out of the middle of the death ball. You spend way too much time in the middle of the death ball, and you spend way too much time where the enemy can see you. So get behind cover, get out of the middle of the death ball. You could be like, hey, if my team is here, I'm over to the side when there's cover. You could be like, hey, if my team is here, I'm up on this angle over here with my Ashe. But you shouldn't be in the middle of the death ball. Like, you shouldn't be here or even here behind the death ball. You should be, hey, I have cover between me and the opponents. Or, hey, I'm up on this angle. And you should know where your escapes are. If you're in the middle of the death ball, you don't necessarily have escapes if everyone is around you in the death ball. Guardian Angel is your defensive ability, and that doesn't help if everyone is right close around you. It helps more if you're in a situation where here's your Rein, here's your D.Va, here's your McCree. If you're over here where you can interact with them, or over here where you can interact with them, that at least gives you a little bit of distance to be able to Guardian over to here, to be able to Guardian over to here if you do your jump past techs. That at least likes your Guardian Angels to get you some speed, some distance. If you're sitting like, hey, you were, the best way to do this, like you were here where you've got teammates in front of you like this, this was really more over here, and you're just right here, these situations suck. This is your best Guardian Angel, and it's not a very good one. It's going to put you here, still in the open. So we want to be more perpendicular to the fight. We want to be more out of the fight, or we could be like up over here with our McCree, boosting him type thing. Like, that's what we want to do. So get our Valk timing better, get out of the middle of the fight. That's what we want to do. It really is. The third thing I'm going to give you is you got to look around more. You are too fixed. Mercy can have much higher APM, actions per minute, than you have, and you'll see this if you go start looking at top 500 Mercies, pro Mercies, even some upper diamond Mercies will be like, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. And they're not always moving that much, though sometimes they actually are Guardian Angeling that much, but they are looking around a lot. They are active with their controller in terms of what do I need to be paying attention to. There could be a threat from over here. There's a chance that I see it rotating there or see it show up like that Sombra on the Supercharger and can deal with it, or can adjust my positioning so that I don't get in trouble, or can call it so that my team can adjust to it, etc. Like, this matters, and it will actually cap you out where your Mercy, if you don't start getting faster at some of this stuff, and the easiest way to practice this is looking around more, you will hit a cap if you can't get better than this good. Mercy, it's easy to fall into a rhythm of a pace to play at Mercy, and you need to break that for multiple reasons, but in general, you need to stop staring at what you're interacting with, including, hey, if enemies are firing rockets at you, I see you, and you can step out of the way of the rockets. Oh, they're sending arrows at you? Well, those are actually scary, but still, eyeball pressure will do a fair bit to help you. You're still, of course, going to strafe to try to work your way out of there, and once you have Guardian out of there, but looking at those things when they do actually show up on you like that, if you don't immediately have Guardian and don't immediately use Guardian to get out, look at the threat. Okay, that's what I'm going to give you here. Don't want to give you more. Don't want to overwhelm you. Did already give you a lot. Start with the Valks and with not standing in the middle of your team's death balls. Those are going to be the two easiest things to work on. Work on them one at a time with like 5 to 15% of your brain power. Like, okay, I'm specifically working on my Valk timings. I'm specifically working on using these right as the fight is starting, right before the fight starts, etc. And then after the Valk or after the game, you judge, well, I used 3 Valks in that game. Were they good? Well, 2 of them were, and I don't like this one because I used it too soon, too much before the fight started. Or I used this one when my Reinhardt was already at half health and my Zarya was already at 60% health. It was really too late, so I didn't get to use as much blue beam as I'd like. And then be critical of your own Valks, but again, like 5 to 15% of your brain power while you're playing focused on the Valks. Once you feel like you've locked in better Valks and your Valks are just automatically being better because you've been focusing on it, you've been evaluating it, you've been thinking about whether you did it well, because we're building better decision making for your Mercy. That's how you get good at Mercy. Then you move on to your next thing, which is going to be, hey, I need to have this better positioning. I need to not be standing in the middle of our clump, even if we're playing our Reinhardt comp. I need to stand a little more to the side, or I need to stand on an off angle, or I need to go maybe jump up to the high ground with our Genji and boost him up there. Because then if I get jumped on, that's fine. I can leave and go back to my clump, or past my clump, as the case may be. Okay. That's going to do it. If you or anyone else has questions, go ahead and throw them up there in chat. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what rates look like, see what sort of promos, special events we have going on, all of that good stuff. And finally, if you would like to be here to ask questions while the stream is happening, because you're watching this in video format, the best way to do that is go into the Discord in the description and get notifications. If you click on get notifications, you're then going to get Discord pings when we go ahead and go live. So you can be here to ask questions, you can be here to solve physics problems, you can be here to be like, hey, Temporal, tell us about your economic analysis. Hey, Temporal, tell us about the real estate market. Hey, Temporal, tell us about your thoughts on whether Valk or Mass Res should be in the game, because you guys throw random stuff in there and it's kind of fun. Okay, let's catch up on this chat. Okay. You really just want to give Ryan a hug? Valk is the most powerful because you can fly into the enemy's face and stare them down from 1 meter, causing them to be paralyzed with fear. You are essentially eliminating the opponent. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're not as afraid of you during Valk as they are the rest of the time. The real power move is to get up in their face when you don't have Valk going, because if you have Valk going, it's mostly a write-off of, oh, you got eliminated by a Valking Mercy. If you get eliminated by a non-Valking Mercy, that's the thing there. It's like, oh, walk of shame. That's the real walk of shame right there. Valking to bait shots onto you is a valid strategy up to a certain elo. Yeah, it can be. You can do some stuff where you sort of go sort of behind the pillars, where you like sort of tank attack visor by peeking opposite sides of a pillar repeatedly. It can be fun. Assume the Rhino is a good player in low SR. We talked about that. Is it okay to Valk to a control point if time is running short and you need to hold it? Yes. I mean, those are your hand is forced Valks, like the hand is forced Valk that was done at the end tier, where she Valked because her team was about to lose, and she Valked even though she was Valking to defend against the Graph. Defending against the Graph is wrong, but you have no better choice. Most of the time defending against the Graph is wrong, but that's one of the situations where it's right, because you don't have a better choice. You lose the round. The round is over if you don't Valk there. Damage boost does stack with Supercharger up to 70%. So what happens is, unless they've changed it, the game doesn't like to let you boost sources above 70%. Unless they go through Window. Window will ignore this, above 70%. So Supercharger will boost everyone's damage by 50% that is in range of the Supercharger, and Valk will boost anyone that it bounces to by 30%. And this is not, oh, we're going to boost the increased number. This is, we're going to boost the base number, but the base number will only be boost, even though that's 50 plus 30%, it will only be boosted by 70%, because that's a hard cap that the game has in there. Unless you do things like send it through a window or boost it by 70% on this side, but then hit the Discord, because that's a different type of multiplication that's going on. Ryan is a great player before he charges off the map in low SR. There you go. Felt like it's less assume and more pray. Join the Discord. You can call me Senpai there. Okay. Okay. Val is trying to recruit more Mercy mains. Fair enough. Messed up the control wheel. Fair enough. I think Danana just deleted asking the same question. I think I answered it. That's fine. Oh, I lost my place. That's okay. Watching other people getting Mercy reviewed gets me so motivated to practice, but I'm forced to play Anna recently. Okay. Anna's fun too. Anna is great, and yes, Val could climb pretty fast with her. Play Medic in TF2. That'll definitely get you used to looking around, sure. He said 8 p.m. Winner. Would I get 10% of the fee if I did it? Maybe I can review Bronze Mercy at a discounted rate. I mean, we could set something up. I could build a coaching empire, train other people to coach, and then take a percentage. We could do that, but that's not really what I'm looking to do right now. Maybe that's the direction we head in the future, but that's not short-term what we're looking at. If we did it now, it would just be as a like one-time thing of you guys go review something, and then I go review the review type thing, which that could be fun. We've talked about that. Maybe you trade, you co-review with Temporal, and he gives you a free review. Maybe we figure something out, yeah. Or half off, that's probably more in the right ballpark, because I'm not, well, yeah, that's probably more in the right ballpark. We'd have to talk it through. It's fine. Join the Discord, we're wonderful or else. Oh yeah, threats and people. Fine. Melee cancel Valk when you cast it to reduce cast time by 1 frame. Oh yeah, the 1 frame. I would like to join. No. Funny, Nardstorm, funny. Okay, I think that's going to do it. I'll give you guys another second for questions here. We got 8 likes out of our viewers right now. That's what? Yeah, that's a pretty good ratio. Yeah, I'll give you guys just another second here. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, do like and subscribe. I am absolutely stalling to give you guys time to get that next comment out there. I'm not seeing it, so we're going to call it here. Thanks. Temporal out.